Welcome back, guys, to a new video. Now today's video is going to be the second part of my tech video, and it is going to be all about how to get and spawn in and use the tech equipment. As you'll be able to see on the screen, I do have tech armor on, and if you're wondering how to get tech armor and be able to use it, all the Tekgrams and stuff, make sure to go check out my video I did yesterday. But today's video is just going to be mainly focused on all the different equipment, such as the rifle and stuff, and we're going to go through everything that is in the tech update to show you guys how to get it and spawn it in. Very simple, very easy now that I understand it all, and I'm going to be giving you guys a clear understanding about how to do this. It is obviously quite hard, you know, with the command, because if you get anything wrong with the command, then it can go wrong. But as long as you get it completely correct, everything you type in, everything should be fine for you guys. If you do enjoy this video and you wouldn't mind dropping a like, that would mean a lot to me, guys, seriously would. And if you are new to the channel and you wouldn't mind subscribing too, that would be amazing too. Thank you for all the support you've been constantly showing on the channel. We're getting closer to 28,000 subscribers now, which is just unbelievable, so thank you guys for that. But apart from that, let's just get straight into the video. You know, we can also, if you guys haven't seen how to turn into third person, this is obviously third person mode. I have done a video on that as well, just explaining all of third person. But apart from that, let's just get straight into how to spawn it in. So we obviously need to get the command box up, and the first thing which I've learned what we have to do is to be able to So you have to follow everything that I do on this completely correct, because obviously I've seen quite a few people saying this didn't work or something, and this all completely works 100%. It's just that sometimes you guys might have missed something out. So, you know, we always start off the first bit, as you can see there, but you need to make sure if you're doing engram, you need to put unlock engram. We'll move on to the next bit next about how to actually spawn the stuff in, but to even be able to use it, you need to obviously have the engrams. So the first bit you type in is unlock engram, making sure everything is spelt right, and then a space after that. Then you obviously move on to the next bit, which you can see on the screen here, which is all you need. As I said, you can't get any apostrophes or any slashes or any underscores. It has to be all in there. As you guys can see on the screen, it has to be completely the same. So the first bit you move on to is blueprint. As you'll be able to see, I'm typing it in on the screen right now. And just to let you guys know, if you didn't know this, which I think many of you do, once you have finished typing something in, you won't have to type it in again. So, you know, once that's all done, that's all fine. And as you can see, the little apostrophe there, you can't miss any of that out. Then you do your first slash, and then you move on to game, which you just need to make sure you have absolutely everything I show you guys in this video. Then you have slash again, and then it's primal earth. And if you guys are wondering, I know I always say this in every video, but if you're wondering on caps locks, you don't have to, but I just sometimes do it anyway, just for the starting command. I don't know why, I just always do it because when I'm following it, it's what I do. Then it's a slash again, and it is core blueprints. So yeah, it's a bit frustrating, obviously, you know, how you always have to get the engrams first, because you don't have to do that with anything else, but obviously, you know, we want tech, you know, they're making it so tech tier can't be as OP as it is, and, you know, because element, you know, it takes a long time for it to run out. No, it's really quick to run out, but it takes a long time to get element, and it takes one element to power it up, but to get that even one element is very, very hard. So core blueprints, and then you do your next slash, which is first, as you guys, if you didn't know, we are doing the tech rifle. So this might be different to the other ones first, but this is the tech rifle first, which is then weapons, which I haven't even done a caps lock for, which as you can see, and then you do slash primal item. It's a very long command, guys, but as I said, once you type it in, everything correctly, you will have, you know, you won't have to type it in again, you just have to change a few things. And what is different here is when you type in primal item, it's just primal item, and then you do underscore, then you do tech rifle, which I recommend doing all of the engrams first, which is tech rifle, not tech rifle, sorry about that. Then it's your first dot in the actual command, then it's primal item again, which as you can see, making sure everything is spelt right, primal item. And then you do underscore tech rifle once again. And I've gone the wrong way. There we go, tech rifle. And then you finish off the command by putting a apostrophe and then the other little two as well. next to it. No spaces between these, by the way, guys. And then you close it off like that. Then you do another space, and you put 1, then space, 0, space, 0, and then press enter. And once you've done that, actually, I think for this is for when you can spawn in, so you don't have to have that straight away. This is just for the engram. You need that for when you're spawning in. So if you're doing the engram, as you can see there, guys, it has said unlocked tech rifle. You can have this. I think you can have the 100 there, but I don't think it. Don't think it matters. But now we are obviously going to go on and obviously get all the other stuff in, because we're going to unlock all the engrams first, and then we'll move on to actually Then after we've got all the engrams, we'll go on to spawning it all in. So obviously with this, most of the stuff is the same, apart from we're going to be doing the Rex Tech Saddle now. So it's obviously not a weapon, so we have to go look through what was different, and we will go to blueprints. And after blueprints, core blueprints, you have to keep the slash there, but get rid of weapons, because obviously it's not a weapon. And then you need to type in, as the first thing after core blueprints, you need items. So the items and element and everything, resources, are always much longer than weapons and armor. Then it's slash. After this, you move on to, after items, you put saddles. So because obviously it's an actual saddle in the game, so you put saddles. Actually, before items, you need, sorry about this, guys, sorry, it's a very confusing command sometimes. You need armor. So you need items slash armor. Then you need another slash there, which I will get, and then you need a slash, and then you get to saddles, and you'll need another slash when you get to saddles, and then that's when you obviously get to the primal item bit. But after primal item, you need armor, so we'll type in armor, and that will be primal item armor. And then this is the next big bit, because obviously we're not going for a primal item armor tech rifle, are we? So you need to change that to, you need to keep the underscore, but you change this to Rex Saddle underscore tech. Now that's where people will get quite confused. You must make sure you don't get anything wrong. It's Rex Saddle, and then it's underscore tech. So there's it's not Rex Saddle Tech, it's Rex Saddle underscore Tech, which you will see on the screen right now. So that's that there. Then you move on from that with the dot, which is obviously here, and you add in armor at the end here. Very confusing, guys. If you guys know that for definite, it is a very confusing command. So then it is armor. So we'll just finish putting that. And then we will go over here and finish off once again with, you finish off with the final text, which is the text saddle, which is where you get rid of tech rifle and you put Rex Saddle, and then it's underscore after saddle, and you finish it off with tech. Now, once you've done that, that should be everything fine. As you can see, I'll enter that. And bang, we do have the Rex Saddle Tech Engram unlocked, which is pretty awesome. Really happy with that. The other two things there is the replicator and the transmitter. I will be showing you guys how to do that, but what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to show you the first part of the video. I'm going to show you the Tech Rex Saddle and the Tech Rifle, how to spawn them in and how to change it, and then we'll move on to the replicator and the transmitter after, because I don't really want to make things, that boring for you. So obviously everything is kept the same here, apart from at the end of this, if you want to spawn in one Rex Saddle, you add in 1 space 0 space 0, and then we need to go all the way back to the start, which is where we had put unlock engram, which is where we have to change unlock engram, the word, because obviously we don't want an engram, we want to be able to have an item, so you get rid of unlock engram and you put give item. Now, as you will see, once we type give item on the screen right now, give item, bang, and we click admin command, as you can see up in the top, we do have a Tech Rex Saddle, which you can see there, and we can power it up from here as well. So we have a Tech Rex Saddle right there, and we are going to test it out. I'm going to spawn in a Rex and tame it and show you guys, but I won't do that yet. I'll show you the Tech Rifle first. So Obviously, the frustrating thing that we have to do now is we have to change a few things around because obviously it's a saddle. I'm going to quickly check on the I was going to check on the replicator and to see if that was a because I think that might be structure. Yeah, that is structure, so that's why, and so's the transmitter, so that's why I'm going to move on to that next. So we want to obviously spawn in the Tec rifle, so we have to go and change the command, as you guys know, which is long. It is quite a long process, but if you think about it, the hard work you put in for doing this, you will have a Tec rifle in no time. So then you obviously put Tec rifle here, just changing all the words completely. No underscore for Tec rifle, apart from obviously before it, you know, it's not Tec underscore rifle, it's literally just Tec rifle. Then you get rid of that from the armor, you just keep it as primal item, and you go back here and change this to Tec rifle, as you'll be able to see. Making sure, guys, I know I say this constantly, you know, throughout the video, but please make sure you're checking through everything, because I know a lot of you guys say it doesn't work, and it is just generally down to just spelling something wrong or something like that. Then we have to get rid of this big part here, which is all the way back to core blueprints, because it has so much stuff that we don't need for the weapon itself. So after core blueprints, it's just weapons, as you will see on the screen, which is /weapons. And then after weapons, you have one more slash, and this should be the end of the command. I'm hoping I've done it right myself. As you can see, we do have the Tec rifle, and it did work perfectly. So we're going to fuel it up as well. I think you need some... Oh, so you do need a different type of fuel, so it's not element for the actual rifle. I did think that you have to get the actual fuel to be able to shoot it. So, as you'll be able to see anyway... oh, no, we actually are shooting it. Oh, maybe the fuel is what the... Oh, it is the element. It is the element. I was going to say, I was wondering why it wasn't taking it. I was being an absolute noob there. But yes, Tec rifle. There we go. So everything going well. I got a bit worried for a second that you needed some type of fuel. But yes, we do have the Tec rifle, and a lovely little dodo here. I feel bad. We're going to zoom in on it, and that is crazy. I want to actually do something that's a bit bigger. How can we zoom in more? I don't actually know how to control the Tec rifle. I'm not gonna lie. That's how you can hit with the Tec rifle, which is RB. Is there anything else you can do with it? I really don't know. I'm pretty new to this, but there is, from what I saw, there was a trike over there. So it's so hard to. I'm not actually that sure how to, like, you know, how to actually use it properly. But because obviously this is my first time seeing it, and it's quite hard to see through. Oh, there's the trike. Can we have a few shots off? Whoa. Okay, that didn't even get it straight away. Like, how much damage did it do to it? It is surviving all these shots. That is crazy. I might be missing it. I don't know, but that is crazy. That is actually so crazy how many shots it's taken. It can't go on for much longer. It's still going. It's actually still going. This is how I say when people say they think that, you know, Tec isn't that OP on the game. If it's not just taking on a trike, which I think is still alive, look, it is. Look at that. So it did take a long while to actually end up getting that trike. We're going to go in third person. But yes, because I don't want to be longing you guys out too much, you know, just watching me shoot things with the Tec rifle and stuff, I'm going to, we're going to do the sprint. Are you ready for the sprint? Wait, have I pressed the right thing for the sprint? Wait, no, I need to get rid of the gun. And we're gonna do this. I can't even remember what it was. Yeah, there we go. It was hold RB for the sprint. But yeah, moving on. We're gonna move finally on to the replicator and the transmitter to show you guys how to get that as well. So let me go back into first person, and to do this again, we need to unlock the engrams to be able to do that. Which is you know, it takes long, but we need to make sure we've got everything correct. So we'll start off now. If I go back and then go back in so I can start from the beginning, you obviously have to do the unlock engram. Now these two are a little bit different because they are structures, so you need to unlock the engrams for them. So it's unlock engram right at the start, as you will see that what I'm typing in here. Then you keep everything the same, which is the place where I'm actually getting the command from has been a little bit laggy, which is annoying. But yes, so it's game, it's obviously everything the same, blueprint, game, primal earth, and then the way it changes is after core blueprints. So this is where we actually have to type in items. Now, after core blueprints is obviously /items. This is, we're doing the Tec Replicator first. After that, you know, because this is a much longer command than the other ones, guys. This is why you have to pay attention. After items, you obviously go, you have another slash, and you need structures, because it is a structure. So you type in structures, make sure you know, spell everything correctly, structures. Then we need to do another slash, and then you type in, you know, just to make it simple for you guys, MISC. Now that's all you need for that bit. And then you have to do another slash, which is when you then move on to primal item. But you don't leave it as primal item, you obviously have primal item structure. So that's what we're typing in right now. So primal item structure, right on the screen here. So you have that. Then you have underscore, your first underscore. And the first underscore you will see is obviously Tec, you know, we need Tec Replicator. So it is pretty, you know, with the Tec Replicator, it's similar, you know, you don't need any underscore like with the Rex Saddle, you just need to put in Replicator and make sure you spell it right. That's what I'm making sure I'm doing, I'm actually spelling Replicator right. You can copy the spelling if you don't know how to do it, obviously, on the video, and that should be absolutely correct there. If I've missed anything out, I don't think I have. So Tec Replicator, and then you finish off again with which is where you have your first point, which is primal item structure again, and then you finish off the command with Tec Replicator instead of Tec Rifle after you put structure. And as you can see, I've put a V instead of a C there, which is just fantastic. Structure, then Tec Replicator to finish things off, which is what I'm just doing here. Replicator, where we are, we need to make sure we do this quick. Replicator. And then that should be the engram for you complete. Now, if you obviously when you're not spawning something in, you get rid of that and you just finish off the command with that. And then I will click add admin command, and it hasn't done it. Oh no, it has done it. I was gonna say, I thought for a second it didn't pop up, and I was like, why has it not done it? But yes, it has done it. And then we'll finish off, obviously, with the last engram of this video, which is the transmitter, which is when you're doing the transmitter. This is why I left it to the end, because everything is exactly the same, apart from, which is what we love, you just need to change replicator to transmitter. And once you've done that, transmitter, literally the command can't get any more simpler than just keeping it exactly the same. You just put transmitter, and you do that again for the other replicator, and this should be the engram unlocked for you guys. So simple. So let me just finish off with transmitter right here. I know the reason why I'm making you guys, I want you guys, you know, I'm letting you guys see all the typing in and everything. I know it's long, but I want to make sure that none of you guys get anything wrong. So transmitter is now typed in. So once that's done, we should just be able to come along here and click admin command, and it should have done it. So it has. Tec Transmitter has officially been unlocked. So the final part of this video for you guys now is obviously spawning in the actual engram itself. Well, no, the actual thing itself, which is the transmitter and stuff. So you change unlock engram to give item like we did before. Everything completely the same. So give item, and then what we'll do to make things quicker is we'll just accept that, and then we'll go back in and go back here, and then all we have to do is at the end is do the space, the 1, the space, the 0, then the space and the 0 again, and click admin command, and as you guys will see, we do have the Tec Transmitter. Now, I reckon do you need a foundation to actually be able to put it down, or can you just, oh no, you can just put it down on the floor. So we'll just put it like here. So as you can see, our Tec Transmitter has been spawned in, and we can turn it on, we can turn it off, and everything like that. We can go inside it and things like that, which is awesome. So our Tec Transmitter, as you can see, transmits items, survivors, and creatures to other arcs, which is awesome. And then we'll do the final piece, which is the replicator. So we will get that in right now, which will get rid of transmitter and put replicator, and then we will be able to spawn in. As you guys will see, from replicator, everything should be should be all correct, and you should be able to spawn it in. I'll just quickly go over to the final transmitter bit, keep Tec, and just put replicator. I was hoping that it was going to have it there, so I don't have to type it in again, but it didn't, so we do have to type in replicator one final time of the video, and we click enter, and then we click admin command, and that should do the trick, and it has. So Tec Replicator has been spawned in. Do you need a foundation for it? Yes, you do. But this is the look of the Tec Replicator. I don't want to be putting too much down because obviously this is my single player series and everything to do with tech will be deleted once this has been done. But yes, that has been good. Now, the final part of the video that you guys have been waiting for is the Tec Rex saddle part. Now, what I'm going to be doing for this final part of the video is I'm going to be spawning in a T-Rex and putting on the saddle. So I'm going to race across here as fast as possible, running as fast as I can. I knew it would lag a little bit, and we're just going to, you know, we're going to do this, and we're going to take on this Dillo here, and we're going to get, uh-oh. We're gonna get something stolen. Oh no, we didn't. We knocked it out. Let's knock it out even more. This finishes so he doesn't try and steal anything from us. And there we go. So sorted, absolutely sorted. So the final part is I'm gonna spawn in a Rex. So I'm not gonna go in first person. So very simple to do this. All you have to do to be able to spawn in a Rex is, if you haven't seen my videos from about 10 months ago, it's just summon. This is what I love about this command so much. Rex underscore character. This will never ever, this is the most simple thing that I just love so much about things that have been in the base game ever from the start, because you can just type in anything so easy. Character underscore BP, and then you do underscore at the end you do underscore, and then you do C. So doing that will, once you finished, you know, you typed in C and you click admin command, that will spawn in a Rex no matter what level, and it's level 68. So, you know, I'm going to obviously force tame it now. So I will type in force tame, because we want to be able to actually, you know, we want to be able to get this all sorted. So force tame, once you've typed that in, you just click accept, obviously, waiting for that to be done. And then you finish off by just clicking on to admin command. And bang, you will have a tamed Rex on the screen once you've done it, which is a level 102, which we can ride it as a normal Rex. And it's pretty cool colours as well, like, you know, there's some pretty nice colours. But we don't want to leave it as that, do we? We want to put on, which we're hoping it's going to work, our Tec Rex saddle. And it has worked, guys. That is awesome. I've never seen that before. That is so cool. Look at the Rex. It looks amazing. Like, just seeing this, I think the sun's getting in the way a bit, so I want to get a better view of it. But that does look just so epic, guys. So I'm going to jump on the Rex and show you guys what it does do. So by pressing, obviously it has its normal roar. I'm trying to work out, is it RB to shoot? No, that's to go first person. I should have known that, to be honest. Oh, there we go. So what you do to be able to shoot is you click on, you click in, oh, is there something attacking us? It's right bumper, which goes into the cannon, and as you'll be able to see, then it's RT, and you can shoot. And this gun looks like it's unbelievable. Look at the power. It's just been dominating here. Bang, bang, bang. Look at that. That is crazy. So yes, very, very cool indeed. We do have our Tec Rex. Now, I don't know how fast I think it's just exactly the same as before. There doesn't seem to be, you know, much like it can as speedy as it seems to be, but you know, I thought it could have been faster. But that is still awesome to have everything now to do with tech in the game. But anyway, guys, apart from that, you know, I'm going to get into a nice little picture, you know, get rid of these berries. It seems to be getting in the way. No, I didn't mean to get back on our Rex there. Let's get the tech rifle out, and we will go into, should we finish this off in, no, we'll finish it off in, orbit, we'll go back to first person and go into orbit camera, and that does look epic to see, guys. Really, really cool. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope it has helped you out, guys. Everything to do with tech, very in-depth and very hopefully good for you guys to watch. But thank you for watching, guys. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I will see you guys in a video